Peep this out, guys. It's Ian K back again with another one for you. This time headed into my local Yoshinoya to check out their all-new stew. But not just any old stew. No, guys. Lobster stew, and it looks pretty awesome. So let me run inside to scoop this one up real fast, and then we'll definitely peep this out. Looks like the recently rebranded Yoshinoya Japanese Kitchen's got a pretty awesome looking selection on the menu for a limited time only, guys. Their all new Lobster Stew, featuring large chunks of lobster, whitefish, corn, and tomatoes inside a nice hearty stew that also features additional herbs and spices for flavor. Definitely smells fantastic, and this is all inside a bed of rice on the inside of this bowl. And I gotta say, the portion size is fairly decent for the money, but it is the aroma that I'm getting from the stew itself that's really lighting up my car. It definitely smells pretty fantastic and it looks pretty great. So let's give this one a shot and see if the flavor delivers. It's the all-new Lobster Stew here at Yoshinoya Japanese Kitchen. Let's peep out this flavor. Looks like I've got a decent amount of lobster on the top of this one, guys, and just overall a very healthy serving of that stew in general. Let's dive in. Yeah, it definitely smells like a pretty nice seafood stew. Let me try and grab a little bit of everything on here along with the rice, and we'll give this a shot. But I'm really digging that presentation, and like I said, the aroma of what this has got going right now is pretty nice on my car. It's the all-new Lobster Stew here at Yoshinoya Japanese Kitchen. Most definitely very soft and tender lobster, but I gotta be honest, the stew itself is not super flavorful. It's a little muted. I'm getting more of the flavor from the lobster, and that's okay, but overall, not a lot of herbs, not a lot of spices so far. Let's keep going. I mean, it's tasty, don't get me wrong. I'm just not getting a lot of flavor overall, and that's really kind of strange because it's very colorful. It's got a lot going on here, but not a lot of flavor is coming through. Let me grab a little bit of the rice just by itself real fast. The rice at Yoshinoya is always good. It's kind of sticky. It really soaks up whatever is on it. But again, I'm really disappointed the flavor is not jumping out at me more than it should. They definitely don't skimp on the amount of lobster and the whitefish that's mixed throughout here, and that really is the highlight. So for the money, it's not bad because of the type of fish that you're getting here. But again, guys, it's all about that flavor. I mean, it looks like it's going to deliver a little bit of spicing, a little bit of something, considering how colorful it is. It's good, and I guess it is a fast food lobster type of dish, so you kind of have to set your expectations accordingly. But it's the stew that should really be doing a little bit more for me on top of the lobster itself and the whitefish. It's decent, though. I do like the size of the bowl, though. I mean, the portion of the rice they do give you is good, but as I'm getting further into this, I'm beginning to see that I don't really have as much of the stew on top as you're led to believe, initially in the picture and as well as the close-up. But I do like what's here. I just wish there was just a little bit more of it, and the flavor was just a little bit more pronounced, just a little bit more of something on top of the lobster and the whitefish. But it's good, I just need a little bit more. As you can see, it's a pretty decent amount of fish they give you in their lobster stew here at Yoshinoya, and I'm really digging the quality of that. I just think, like I said, it just needs a little bit more flavor overall, maybe just a little bit of salt, just a little bit of something to let me know that it's there on top of the fairly flavorful lobster and whitefish itself. But of course, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you think this all-new lobster stew here at Yoshinoya is something that you want to run out and try based upon how this presented for me for today's review? And if you are a fan of these types of stews, what do you think this one needs to make it just a little bit better? Drop those comments down below and definitely let me know. And as for my overall score, I'm going to have to give the all-new Lobster Stew here at Yoshinoya Japanese Kitchen just an okay 7 out of 10. What this one pretty much lacks in overall herbs and spices as advertised, it actually makes up for the quantity of the lobster and the whitefish that you get. So that's definitely a plus. It just needs a little bit more flavor to really take this one up a notch. But it's decent, like I said, and I would recommend giving it a try at least once. And those are my thoughts on one of the newest items here at Yoshinoya as we close out another episode of Peep This Out, guys. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So while you stay tuned for that next review coming real soon, in the meantime, stay frosty. Never judge a book by its cover, even if that book actually has some pretty chunky pieces of lobster and whitefish, guys. It's what's on the inside that counts, right? And in this case, it needs a little bit more herbs and spices. Just saying. All right, guys, until next time, I'll talk to you soon.